Well, welcome back into Weather Nation here at 20 past the hour. We're looking out over Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where we had some thunderstorms early this morning that brought very frequent lightning, up to tennis ball sized hail, and heavy rain. You can see the sediment in the falls there. A lot of extra runoff from some of the heavy rain we saw earlier today. I want to bring in meteorologist Tim Jones out in the field in O'Neill, Nebraska, off to the north. Tim, good to see you. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, kid. Of course, holiday weekend, a lot going on. After coming off a few days, the last couple of days, it's cool, cloudy, and rainy weather. Now we're dealing with much warmer temperatures. And I tell you what, kid, you know this area just as well as I do. And you know how when we get that southerly front from the Gulf, how it can be pretty humid here. So we've got some fuel in place for some potential severe weather, not only later on this afternoon tonight, but also tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and we've got those dew points that are going to be in the 60s around much of the area. And we've got that cold front transitioning to a bit of a warm front there. So we've got that low in southwest Nebraska. And of course, that's going to help bring in all of that moisture and the potential for those thunderstorms. And dew points behind this are going to be very dry as well.
Absolutely. As you started the animation of that graphic, looking up in the northwestern part of Nebraska, the dew points were in the 30s and 40s. And then ahead of that cold front, we've got dew points in the 50s and 60s. So one of the main elements, one of the main ingredients, kid, as you know, that we need to fuel these thunderstorms. We have the lift with that surface boundary. We have upper air support. So the only thing that we're really kind of concerned about, and this isn't a bad thing, but suppressing thunderstorm development, that is warm air loft.
That's right. Of course, sometimes we see that extra bit of mid-level jet bringing that warmer air across this cold front. But unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be one of those things that we have multiple days of severe weather. So we've got that severe weather outlook here for today on Sunday, and it's kind of focused where you are, Tim.
Yeah, it is. And first, I just want to apologize. I'm running on Highway 20. So there's a lot of semi-traffic going back and forth, so it's a little loud. I apologize, Pat. But yeah, let's get back to the severe weather outlook. That area in the darker yellow, that is the main threat for severe weather. So as we always say, Kit, and you and I have worked together for several years, that not everybody in that area will experience severe weather, but everybody in that area has the best risk for severe weather. So sometimes we all know here in the plains that some areas get severe weather, and 20 miles away, they don't even get a drop of rain. And that's the way summertime convection and thunderstorms work. And it's really no different than severe weather. For example, Hastings, down around Clay Center, the Red Cloud, some of those areas south of Interstate 80 may not even get a drop of rain tonight. By contrast, Kearney, maybe Grand Island, points north where I'm at, could see thunderstorms and severe weather. So, Kent, bring you back in, not only with the severe weather, but we're looking at hail, wind, and an isolated tornado or two as well.
That's right, and you mentioned that tornado potential. That's along that line of thunderstorms we're expecting to develop, and we could see also individual thunderstorms. And of course, we always have to monitor those single isolated thunderstorms because they can sometimes eat up all of that energy and produce a tornado. We've got that tornado potential here.
Yeah, and it's not widespread. It gets ambiguous or confusing for the public and our viewers when we show these probabilities. So I like to put it in the most simplistic terms, and that is a tornado or two, maybe three, seems to be possible, if not likely, in this area. But the threat's not zero, but it's not like every single thunderstorm in this. And let's bring in the forecast as well. Not every single thunderstorm is going to produce a tornado. That's the most simplistic way to put it. And as we get through time, Kit, we can see initially we'll see a storm or two developing around the Tri-Cities. That's Kearney, Hastings, Grand Island, around Interstate 80, and then moving up to the northeast. And again, my area, I'll be changing locations, dropping south as we get to the afternoon, and then eventually coming back to the northeast, Kit.
Yeah, and Tim, there's sort of a couple of waves of those thunderstorms on the backside of this system. Even overnight, we could still see that chance for some severe weather and heading into Monday as well.
Absolutely. And of course, we're already seeing a lot of folks out decorating the gravestones. Of course, that's what Memorial Day weekend is all about, our fallen heroes. Of course, it's very easy to get lost in this because especially here in Nebraska, we had such crummy weather, but much needed rainfall as well. So now we have this beautiful weather for the weekend. People are outside. We see campgrounds are full. the swimming pools, golf courses, the lakes. And so it's easy to get lost in the forecast and not pay attention. And so that's what we're really trying to get that message out today, kid. And that is, please stay plugged in with the forecast, not just today on Sunday, but also tomorrow, Memorial Day, because things can change a little bit. And of course, just keeping an eye in the sky doesn't always work.
Our field meteorologist Tim Jones out in O'Neill, Nebraska. Tim, thank you so much for joining us.